What do you think will happen next? Of course, if you are a continuation trader who's looking for shorts, you are looking for closes below the lows, right? That makes a lot of sense. Let's observe what's happening here next. The price is giving us those two deceleration doji candles, which means that the market is kind of pausing and there's no impulse that is driving the price further down, right? So far, so good. For our breakout traders, not much has changed. We are still waiting here for a breakout to the downside. Then the next candle comes and it looks like this. This is a pattern that I've been studying for a long time. And this is the Morningstar pattern, right? The Morningstar pattern typically is 3 candles, but it can be 4 candles as well. The Morningstar pattern typically has a long red candle. Then there is a small doji. It can also be a pin bar. And then you have a strong bullish candle into the opposite direction. Of course, we can also have the evening star with a strong bullish candle, a small doji at the top, and then a strong bearish candle here. So essentially, it's a reversal pattern where the price is slowly accelerating, coming from a downtrend, then pausing, and then accelerating to the upside. Here in this case, it's obviously the other way. Strong push, then the market is pausing at the top, and then it's decelerating into the opposite direction. Here we can have 4 candles, it can also be 5 candles. The most important part about this pattern is that you have a strong candle on the left, then 1 or 2 deceleration candles, and then a strong candle into the opposite direction. The momentum candles and the small deceleration candles is what really sells this. Now let's take a look at the whole picture. What is happening here? We have here our first fake out. It doesn't go too far. The market makes a top here, immediately returns to the lows, and it gives us another fake out. So we have 2 fake outs here, fake out 1 and fake out 2. And I've been teaching this setup and many other signals in my course. I run a very special promo at the moment where you can get 2 free courses if you buy my main course. The free course includes a supply and demand course and a psychology workshop. So check the link in the video description. Let's zoom out. And when we look at the broad picture, we can see that here is another local low here. A very strong turning point. Whenever the market, especially big markets, Kiwi is a very big Forex pair, it's one of the majors. Whenever you see that a market turns that strongly, it means that those turning points are really important price levels to watch, because a significant shift in sentiment has happened here in the past, and this can only happen if a really large amount of trading activity is shifting here from bearish to bullish. So we have another really great confluence factor. Another thing that I really like to do here is add the Bollinger Bands. And this is, here you can see it's the standard Bollinger Bands, length 20, standard deviations 2. I just deactivated the bases and the background, doesn't really matter. And what you see is that the dojis here, in this case, they do have quite a long wick. Let me move this. And we can see that the dojis here penetrate the Bollinger Bands. So now we have multiple confluence factors. The first confluence factor is the double fake out here and here, right? So fake out, it's a double fake out even. Second confluence factor is the long-term level that we have. The third confluence factor is that we have here the evening star pattern, right? And the fourth confluence factor is the Bollinger Band spike that we have here. And what you'll see in your trading, in your trade analysis, is that the more good confluence factors you can stack in your favor, typically the better the trading signal will get. So here we have 4. You can also, of course, add other confluence factors, other tools and concepts that you like to use in your trading. There are really no limits. So this can be a very great foundation for your trading. How this looks then for aggressive traders: stop loss at the closure of the candle pattern. You could target as your first target or as your ultimate target. Again, That's another thing that you can experiment, but we can target here previous highs. We speed up the price development and we get a very good spike here into the top for 2.1 reward to risk ratio. Of course, there are many different ways how you can play this, but this is one of my favorite patterns and I really recommend you check it out. Let's take a look at another example, Euro US dollar, another major Forex pair. What do we have here? For now, when we zoom out, we can see we have a level here where one fake out has happened, but there was no morning star or evening star pattern. And here the market is currently breaking out. So breakout traders might consider this. Long term, we can see we have some long-term levels waiting. This one not as strong. I would say this is the stronger one, but the market is not really fully reaching into this. So not as important this level, or at least it hasn't been an influence in this scenario so far. Next candle, we see a doji candle and then the strong reversal candle to the upside. So now we have our candlestick pattern, right? Strong bearish candle, doji, strong bullish candle. The stronger the candles on the left and on the right are, the better the signal typically gets. So once again, we have our long-term fake out, we have our short-term fake out, we have our candlestick pattern activating here the Bollinger Bands. In this case, we don't get a very good confluence factor here, although the market does spike a little bit through this Bollinger Band. It's not a significant spike. Ideally, you would like to see something really significant, but in this case, we don't have that, but we do have a spike. So if you track this in your trading journal, you could track those different confluence factors. How strong is the Bollinger Band spike? What long-term confluence levels do you have at the trade? How good does your pattern look like? And that can then help you understand what are the best quality trades, what really contributes towards a solid and the best trades possible. Let's take a look. We take here our trade tool. Stop loss should always be underneath here the spike. Target wise, we could play around. I would say here's the first major level, right? Because this is here a turning point. So once again, we want to be underneath it, not right at the level, because the market could turn ahead of it because of front running. 2.77 reward to risk ratio. Let's see if we can get that. And in this case, there was some news, if you have seen it. So the news really helped this trade a lot. Very often you hear traders say that news just speed up what price action suggests anyway. In this case, that did work. Of course, in trading, nothing works 100%, but I would really recommend you study the fake out. You study how you can layer different tools and confluence factors. And don't forget to check my special sale in the video comments below.